What makes a man? This is a story about how, at your personal worst, you can turn that into your personal best. My saga began when I was born, March 20th, 1991. Shortly after, I never knew really what a mother-father life was with, because my parents got divorced when I was 5. And at that time, you're just like, oh, sandbox and sand, right? It's like, oh, yeah. Well, after that, my parents got remarried, both of them. Well, my dad a little bit later, but my mom got remarried, and my stepdad is the one who really has glued my family together for 13 years. And he's taught me about love, life, and how you can pursue happiness any way you want to. And this has really helped with my disability. Because when you have a disability, you don't learn pride, and you don't learn anything. Because it's all stripped away from you when you're born. Because you always feel different, and you never feel that you fit in. When I was in 1st grade, I had my first surgery. And at this time, I had horrible buck teeth, and people were laughing at me, calling me Beaver, Bucky Beaver. And for 6 months, I was in full leg casts from hips to toes. And I could not bend my legs, I could not walk, stand, do anything but lay down and get into another wheelchair. So in that time, that really was my personal low. Not that I remember too much of it, but, and he was there for me. He took me to Sox game after Sox game, and has always told me that I'm not different. You know, that people do love me, and people can accept me for that. But you need to also remember that when you're put in this position, the pride factor you have to find in yourself, and it's built from your self-concept. You don't have to look at others, because you realize you can't go skateboarding, you can't go jumping, you can't go bungee jumping or anything. You have to find your personal thing by talking to people and figuring out the deep down things. That's why you can't look at the book by its cover. And so when you're talking about what makes a man, you have to think about the trials and tribulations that are put on his soul, and the pride that is built up from the base along 18 years of his life until he finds out that saying this speech in front of 30 people is his personal best.